In this video, we're going to learn how to multiply rational expressions. So for our first problem is we have a to the power of 5 divided by 10 times 5 divided by a cube. So remember to multiply, or when we multiply a rational expression, is we can just multiply the two numerators and the two denominators. So to simplify this expression is we can just multiply a to the power of 5 times 5. We'll get an answer of 5a to the power of 5 divided by 10 times a cube equals 10a cube. Take note that this expression is we can still simplify this one. So to simplify it is we can reduce first the 5 and 10 by divided by 5. So 5 over 5. So 5 divided by 5 equals 1. Then 10 divided by 5 equals 2. So right now, we can rewrite the expression since our numerator become 1, so we can just copy a to the power of 5, and for the denominator is 2, so the 10 becomes 2a cube. And right now, since we already reduced the constant number, and our next step is we can directly subtract the exponent since we have a common variable. So 5 minus 3 will get an answer of 2. So the numerator will become a squared divided by 2. So our final answer is a squared divided by 2, or sometimes this expression is written like 1/2 times a squared. So our final answer is a squared divided by 2, or 1/2 a squared. So for our second example is we have 3d divided by 3f minus 12 times 4f minus 16 divided by 12d squared. So to multiply and simplify this expression is we can do here factoring method first on the first expression and on the second expression. So first is we can just copy the numerator on the first expression, the 3d, then divided by 3f minus 12. So 3f minus 12 can be factored by taking out the 3. So 3f divided by 3 will get f, minus 12 divided by 3 will get 4, times 4f minus 16. So 4f minus 16 is can be factored also by taking out 4. So 4f divided by 4 will have as f, minus 16 divided by 4 will get a 4, divided by 12d squared. So we can take out 3d here and multiply by 4d. So we can factor that one like this so that we can cancel out later the 3d in on the first expression numerator. So after that we factor the both expression is we can do here a cancellation method. So we can cancel this common factor f minus 4 and f minus 4. So we can also cancel this one 3d, and we'll have as a 1 here since we cancel the numerator here with no other constants and variables, so we'll need to write 1, and then we can just directly multiply right now the two expression. So To do that is we can just multiply 1 times 4 divided by 3 times 4d becomes 12d. So is this the final answer? No, because 4 and 12 can be reduced by dividing each number by 4. So we can divide that one by 4 and 4 in the denominator. So 4 divided by 4 will get 1 over 12 divided by 4 will get 3. So for our final answer is we have 1 in the numerator. Since we divide 4 by 4, we'll get the 1, and 12 becomes 3 since 12 divided by 4 is 3, and we can just copy the variable which is the d. So our final answer here is 1 over 3d. So that's the final answer. So for our third example is we have a to the power of 5 divided by 4 times 1 divided by 4a squared. So to multiply and simplify this expression is first we can try to factor the a to the power of 5 so that we can also try to eliminate the a squared for the second expression denominator. So to do that is first we can take out the a squared, and a to the power of 5 divided by a squared will get a cube divided by 4. So just copy the 4 times 1 and just copy the 4a squared. So right now, as you can see, we can already cancel out the a squared on the first expression numerator and second expression denominator. So right now we can simplify it directly by multiplying a cube times 1 will become a cube divided by 4 times 4 becomes 16. So a cube divided by 16 is the final answer. For our last problem, we have a times a plus 4 minus 4 times a minus 1 over a squared plus 4. So before we can simplify the entire expression, we still need to simplify first the numerator by applying the distributive property. So we need to distribute the a here inside the parentheses, and same with 4. So to simplify it, we'll just need to multiply a times a, we'll get a squared. A times positive 4 will get 4a. So let's just group this one first into one term. Minus 4 times positive a will get 4a. Then 4 times negative 1 will get negative 4. And just copy again the denominator, a squared plus 4. So after distributing the a and the 4, the last thing that we need to do here is to distribute the negative sign into this second parenthesis. So let's just copy a squared plus 4a. Then negative times positive 4a. So we'll get negative 4a. Then negative times negative 4 will get positive 4 since we multiply two negative signs over, and copy again the a squared plus 4. So as you can see, the numerator has combined like terms. So in this case, we can just cancel out that one directly. So we can rewrite now the expression as a squared plus 4 and copy again the denominator, a squared plus 4. And now, as you can see, that the numerator and denominator is the same. So we can just directly cancel out this term. So if we're going to cancel out or divide this term, so take note that dividing common terms will always get an answer of 1. For example, if we're going to divide 2 divided by 2, we'll get the answer of 1. 1 divided by 1 will get the answer of 1. So in this case, a squared plus 4 divided by a squared plus 4 will get the answer of 1. So 1 is the answer for this problem.